Good afternoon. This is Terry Manning. I am the Technology Coordinator for the Department of Journalism and Mass Communications at Savannah State University. This is a very quick tutorial on using a capability that is built into the Adobe Creative Cloud software that can save you a lot of time and trouble when you're moving between different computers. Adobe now offers cloud storage for Illustrator, Photoshop, and for Adobe XD, which most of you probably are not using, but it allows you to save your files to cloud storage. And I think by default, you have 100 gigabyte. So as you move from one computer to the next, you can save those files. Again, it's only for Illustrator and Photoshop. For the time being, it makes sense that Premiere files will be so large, you wouldn't be able to move from place to place so easily, but you don't have to worry so much about working on one computer and leaving your files behind. So how do you make this work? If you are smart and saving as you go, or if you've gotten to a stopping point or the finishing point for your document, you can just do a simple save, go to File, Save. When the dialog box comes up, Save Cloud Document. And you can just give it a name. We'll just say to the cloud for reference. Save. And this file will be pushed to the cloud. So the next question you might have is, well, how do I get it back? And this icon tells you that it's a cloud document. So let's close it. When you log on the next time, you should see among recent, the file you were just working on. If you don't see that on the home page, just click on Cloud Documents and it'll be there. Just double click or single click and it pops right back open. You can do this between two different computers. I believe this will even work between Windows and Mac. So if you're working on different platforms, you still have it. You may have a little bit of an issue with compatibility of typefaces, but at least the document will be there. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing in Photoshop. When you log on, if you don't see the cloud documents on your default screen, just go to Cloud Documents. On the left menu, you'll see files that you've been working on recently, and all you have to do is click on them. If you've worked on it very recently, you'll see a green circle with an arrow in it. If you haven't worked on something recently, it will have to download from the cloud. But you have access to the file that you were working on, and you can make whatever changes you need to. And when you leave, before you leave, click Save again and just push it up to the cloud. If you have a file that you need to download a copy of so that you can upload it into D2L, just do File, Save As, and save on your computer. Then you can save a local copy of it and upload that file. If you ever want to see where your files are, otherwise, you can go to the Creative Cloud app. By default, you see this screen with all your apps on it. Just go to your work in the upper left corner. By default, you'll probably see libraries, and you may see nothing there. But just below that, on the next icon, Show Cloud Documents, that will show you all the different types of files that you've saved in the cloud. You can tell what types they are by looking at the abbreviation below it, AIC, Adobe Illustrator. PSDC is Photoshop Document Cloud. And that's just a quick way to keep track of your files or to take them with you between computers. I always recommend doing a local save, but if you have a concern about being able to move between different computers, you can push your files to the cloud. And that is that. Let me know how it works. If you have any issues, you can get in contact with me directly, manningt@savannahstate.edu, or you can try using the JMC help chat on our page on the Savannah State website. All right, thanks. Okay, I wanted to make sure I mentioned one thing. I did not include it in the original part of this video, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned it before I let you get too far gone. If you place a photo in your Illustrator file, which is a standard thing to do, you are going to want to make sure that link is unchecked. Make sure that it's unchecked, because if it's not unchecked and you place that file, when you get ready to save your document to the cloud, you're going to have an error message. Linked objects are not supported in cloud documents at this time. So if you worked on this on one computer, tried to push it to the cloud, and then went back to a different computer to try to open the file, the image would not be there. So for me, the easiest way to do this is to just place again and make sure that link is unchecked. And so now the image goes to the cloud with the rest of the document. And that's it. Just that one little thing could make a world of difference when you're saving something to the Adobe Cloud.